It's Friday, day 5 of the Ditch the Dabbling and Grow Your Dang Business this year. For crying out loud. Can we please just do it and get to 6 figures already? Let's go. Okay. Little tough love today. A little bit. We got to do it. Because I'm just putting this thing right in the ground where it belongs. You know I'm going to spill it. Like I did yesterday. Little tough love today because we're on the other half of 2021. There's still a ton of time to get after your goals. Ton of time. If you're intentional, if you're focused, and if you know what you're doing. So I want to encourage you by saying there's a lot of time, but I want to also put the pressure on you to say how long have you been waiting? How long have you been hanging out doing this thing that hasn't been working for you because you either didn't know what to do or you didn't, maybe you were just afraid. Maybe you're just afraid, and there's a lot of reasons that people are afraid, and they're valid to an extent. But the other day I asked you guys if you knew that this was the thing that you were meant to be doing. You guys said yes. There's a pull, there's a desire, there's a drive to be doing this thing that you're meant to be doing online. And it's not just about whether or not it's online, it's about this is the thing, this is my vocation, this is the skill set, the experience, the intelligence factor that I have. I have the ability to make change in people's lives this way, and I have to do it. I haven't been that successful yet. I want to be more successful. I want to be consistent with this. I want this to be my thing. I just don't know how to do it. So that's been, hey Heidi, how are you, love? That's been a problem for a lot of people, and this year's been really difficult for people to organize, categorize what they're doing, focus, streamline, all that, because you got a lot of balls you're juggling more than ever. So it's nice that things are starting to normalize pretty much everywhere to a point, but what about your business? If you don't change that, nothing else will change, really. So that's why I'm saying healthy pressure, because let's get real. It's nice to be fluffy and nice and encouraging and supportive all the time and whatever, but like, can we be real? Because this affects your day, your life, your family, your health, your community, the people who are hurting on the other side that you're not helping. This is very affected. Hey Crispin, how are you? Welcome to the Friday. I hope you guys have a killer Friday. So we're going to recap. This week we talked about, Monday we talked about creating content that converts. On Tuesday we talked about how to call in clients to your experience, to your network, to your community. Andrew Lindley up in the building. Yes. And then Wednesday, we talked about the missing piece in your business. So most people are doing it, and they think they're doing a good job. They think that's the right thing to do because that's what they've been told. A la carte menu options are a big problem for people starting out. Big problem. So most people don't know they're doing it, but it's a big problem. And then on Thursday, yesterday, we talked about how to ditch your inconsistent income problem by creating a flagship offer, by something, not only is it great for your income, but it's great for the transformation for the clients. It's also great for your marketing. It's fantastic for your marketing. Sandra Hasley is great, Crispin. It is a good day. I am having a good one. I'm really excited. I've been pumped about this training. The messages I've been getting, by the way, guys, solid questions, great hunger for what you're doing. You guys have been lighting me up this week. This has been a really fun week for me. Thanks for asking, Crispin. So, and today, why you haven't scaled yet, why you haven't been successful yet. So we're going to walk through that scenario because it kind of fits most people. And you know, I've been doing this over the last couple of years. I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs in this way. So I've heard thousands of stories, thousands of complaints. I know what they are. So it's either, and I did it too. Like I did all these things. I was frustrated. Things weren't successful for me. I was doing the wrong things. I wasn't focused on what I needed to know. I didn't know what I didn't know. All that. So let's walk it out. Let's play story time. I like story time. Okay. You're starting out your thing. You're getting ready. You are downloading the freebie. It was okay, but like you got 2 pieces of information to a 60-piece puzzle, so that didn't solve all your problems, but it was a little helpful temporarily. And you knew that the freebie wasn't going to solve the world's problems, but like you wanted to try to see if it would unlock the next level, right? So then maybe you buy a download that gives you like, I don't know, it's like $39 for like a buttload of templates. That's a metric buttload, by the way. And then you're like, wow, I could never have made these on my own. Jessica Magical, you're so magical. I love you. You're in the building. Oh my God, your hair, show your face. Jessica, never leave me. And you're like, wow, these templates are fantastic. Like, how much time would that have taken me? I don't even know how to learn Canva right now. I don't have time for that. This is great. Thank you for the freebies. But then you open it and you're like, oh, now I have to do something with them. Now I have to like modify them for my brand and my information, and then I have to get clients and give them to them. But I need clients because I actually need money, and I need to keep doing this thing because I love it, but the templates didn't help you. So then maybe you watch like a live webinar. These are fun. If you watch Terrible Tips last week with Chaz and I, you know how we feel about webinars like that. So if you watched a live or pre-recorded webinar and they said they're going to teach you what you need to know, and then instead for the first 30 minutes they like hype themselves up and tell you how awesome they are because they're so awesome and they're so successful, but like a long time ago they were just like you. And then they give you one tip that's like moderately helpful, and they spend the next 15 minutes pitching you. So feel free to drop it in the comments if this feels vaguely familiar up to this point. Ooh, is yellow your groove, Trisha? Send me a picture. I love it. I didn't used to like yellow. I like it now. Mustard hit me. Mustard hit me through the heart. I like it now. So then, so that was the webinar. Lackluster, waste of time. Thanks a lot, webinar. And then maybe you buy a digital course and you're like, okay, this is the thing. I need the process. Give me the process. You're finally investing in a digital course, which are more expensive, much more expensive than, you know, the free live webinar or the minor paid webinar, like something. Sometimes they're like $90 or whatever if they're live. But you buy the digital course and then you go through it, and then there's what? No answer for the questions along the way. You're learning the stuff, you're consuming it, you're like, okay, I'm being diligent, I'm like going through the actual course, I'm doing the things, I've got the workbook, I'm like filling it out, but I have questions, like, is that the right thing? Should I be doing that? Does that reflect me properly? Like, what about this? And who's gonna answer that in a digital course? As good as you could ever make a digital course, there's always going to be humans involved, and humans are all different, and humans have questions, and humans have blocks and mindset and creativity that like comes in the mix. And what about this idea? Is this even better? Like, we have to have our ideas validated by those who've already been there, because we don't want to make mistakes along the way, even if it's a step-by-step process. So maybe it's also outdated. Maybe that they haven't updated their digital course, and these things are kind of like a moot point now. Maybe the marketing's changed. Maybe Facebook ads have done something different. Maybe Facebook ads aren't showing up on Apple users' phones anymore. Like, wouldn't that be crazy? People are killing each other over this issue right now, by the way. So, just, yeah. So, you know, it's not helpful and it doesn't apply to you anymore. And you're like, I was really banking on that digital course, but like, no, it didn't work. So then maybe you actually seek out a proper program, right? And you're not sure if it'll work for you, but it seems great, and like the marketing looks good and the testimonials are good, so you go into it, and then you can't seem to get your questions answered though, and it seems like a lot of people are like way ahead of you and you're kind of getting left behind. Maybe you just can't keep up with the trainings because they're confusing trainings, or that you don't feel like you're at that level yet, so now what are you supposed to do? And then, you know, you have these questions, but there's just not enough support, or there's not quality support for you. Like, if these have been issues for you at any point in the way, like as I'm talking about these things, if any of you have hit these issues with the things that you've done to try to build your business, let me know. Because I'm not only writing this, like talking to you guys about this, because of all the thousands of entrepreneurs I've talked to and like heard their complaints about. It's me too. This is like, as I'm outlining this training today, I'm like, and I know that these entrepreneurs that I've talked to have dealt with these things, and you might not have exactly every single one, but like, I'm going through and I'm like, yep, I did that, I did that, I did that, I did that, I did that. Like, how much time did I actually waste? And then I compare it to like what I know now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I lost so much money by just not doing the things in the right order, or like in the right way for my brand and my clients. It's so disappointing. So yeah, Jess, I feel like we've never talked about that, but I feel like that doesn't surprise me, because you and I have the same kind of brain when it comes to just like, let's get it done. Let's just get it done. I have no problem getting stuff done. Like, I'll work, but why isn't it working? You know? So Andrew, please make a Beats and R, like Jess said. Make a webinar just for Beats and Beats and R. Make it live. Give prizes away. Help the DJs live their lives. So that's typically the issue with these programs. And if you don't have anybody holding you accountable along the way, it's a huge bummer, because I've invested thousands of dollars on a program like these, you know, and Where are the people? Where are the humans that have the expertise that are going to help me? You said you'd be here, but like you're just showing up for live trainings and then you leave. What now? So you're trying to keep up, but you can't implement, and you can't move on to the next level or unlock the next unknown in your business if you're still stuck back here and you can't figure it out and nobody's helping you because everybody's moved past that. Like you can't do it. So so that's where you get stuck, and then maybe you don't even finish the program because of it, right? Or maybe you're like, well, I paid for it. I didn't do the other 6 weeks of it because what's the freaking point? Like I couldn't get my questions answered. Maybe you try to get like your money back because it's like this is not what they said. So if that's hitting home at all, guys, like don't worry, there's a solution. Duh. Andrew, I can't see your comments yet. Yeah, keep looking. Refresh your page, you'll see your comments. So if you're here, it's because you get it. Like you get that part and you know you want this thing. And I asked this week, like, do you have a desire to do this? Don't play. Don't even, like put your dream on hold if it's like a dream, which you're like, oh, that would be good. But like, what's going to make me more money? If it's like that, no judgment, but like, that's not what we're talking about here. I'm talking to people who have a passion and a deep desire to do their thing for massive amounts of people and find a way to do it where they're not working 40 plus hours a week. I'm talking to those people. So everyone else that's like, what's the fastest way to make money? What's a good hack? What's the best return on my investment for if I do this? And I'm talking about, are you a service-based entrepreneur who knows how to change some people's lives in a way that matters? Health, wealth, relationship. If that's you and you have a deep desire in this idea, this feeling, this tug is not going away, that's who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to the other people that are like, you got to invest in this and this and this, and then 4x your return over here, and then switch it and then swap it. Like we're not doing that here. We're about people here. So, like you can have this, you better work, but only on what you love. No truer words, Miss Madrigal. So like we're talking about running a business that you love from your computer with freedom to go places and do things and have like work with who you love, work with the people that excite you and that light you up, and where you can make consistent income. Like I said, we're on the second half of this year, and if you don't think you can make 6 figures in the rest of this year, you're smoking dope. Isn't that what they said in like the 70s? You're smoking, like dope was the way to say it. You're smoking dope, you're on drugs. Because you can. We've seen, oh my gosh, we've seen it done. We've seen it done in way less time than 6 months. And you better know what you're doing to help people. But like if you're good at what you do, it's not hard to do that. It's not hard. It's simple. There are challenges. You have to do the work, but it's not like this pull your hair out, hustle and grind kind of crap that people talk about. It's not that. You can actually do it for the rest of the year. Like what feels better? Like buying back your time, your financial freedom, your joy without stressing yourself out with these crazy work weeks, without investing tons of money into ads, hoping that they get a return, and maybe only the Android users see it because Apple and Facebook are hating each other right now with the ad sets and people are scrambling to figure it out. Like, what feels better? Or do you want to? Are you okay with? Can you go to bed at night thinking, I still haven't started it. 3 years have gone by, 1 year has gone by, 10 years has gone by. I still haven't started it. And I'm okay with that because I don't really have a deep desire. If that's you, chill. Like, be okay with it. Go to bed, sleep easy. But if you got a tug, you got to do something about it, man. Like, what are you doing? Because it's not just about the money. It's about, like, if you guys, and those of you in the comments, Maria, I love you. You're a great one. Maria went from huge teaching career her whole life, expert teacher, trained teachers how to teach. She's legit. Not happy doing that. A lot of things changed in the education system. Not happy. Scared to leave a job that feels like it's secure. Jumped into the entrepreneurial game. That income can't even compare to what she was making. She's doing just fine. But she's happy. She has freedom. She works on her terms. She sees her kids more. She's a happier mom. She gets to connect with people. She's got wild raving support online because she's made these networks happen. In 6 months or less, really, if we want to talk about January, from January to now, what's happened? Like, all because of me. It's easy to work with people who are awesome, duh. So that's For all of those reasons, for the thousands of entrepreneurs, for the Marias, for the Andrews, for the Trish, for the Jessicas, for everybody, this is why my team and I was like, we've got to do it better. We've got to do something to combine all the things they need, everything they need. So what we came up with was 6 things. Ready? Okay. How about a fully gamified digital course that walks you step by step through all of the process and systems you need to build your sustainable online business for good, right? Not only through the mindset unlocking and all of the strategy theory behind it all, but like step by step tactical walkthroughs, screen shares, trainings, instructionals, all the things, like no confusion. And so that if you have another business down the road and you wanted to change gears and do something else, you have this digital training access for life. Oh, by the way, those trainings just keep getting added to forever and ever, and you don't have to pay an upgrade fee for that. So that's one thing we did. The second thing we did in the Impact Club was we created a team of highly qualified coaches. We know that there's a reason that coaches and mentors never go away. These guides, like these humans need accountability, and they need support, and they have questions, and people don't want to get lost in the mix because everybody's at a little bit different pace in their journey in entrepreneurship online. Just because you're maybe 2 steps behind somebody doesn't mean you should get lost in the program. So you need help and support along the way, no matter where you're at, no matter how well this person is seeming to do, no matter how slow that person seems to implement, you all need help. So we don't like anybody getting lost in the mix. So we've created this team of wicked all-star coaches. Jess Madrigal is one of them. She's insane. And then, and you always have answers. So we've got multiple times throughout the week where anything you have questions about, you get answers live, directly to you, face-to-face, you get answers, period. And then support while you implement. So telling you what to do is not the same thing as walking you through it, step by step, hand-holding, being like, let me see your copy, let me see your stuff. No, go back and change that. Nope, your offer needs to be a little bit more built out. Let's do this and this and this. I don't think that pricing is right. Your market is gonna be more available for this kind of a pricing, right? All of those questions, like all of that, all the support while you implement and build this thing from scratch, right? All of the things, entire answers, side by side with you, 2 opportunities to get on live coaching calls every single week, while we help you implement these systems all week long. I've been talking about systems. You need systems for your content, how to create it, what to create, what does it look like, where does it go, how much time does it take, so that you don't have to spend hours a day or hours a week like on content all the time. Productivity systems, so that you can just pop yourself in no matter how tired you are, no matter if you're on vacation or not, no matter what's going on in your life, because the systems for productivity allow you to let everything else crank. You're not pulling your hair out, you're not super stressed. I have, for those of you who don't know, this year I had to get super extra intentional with my productivity and time and everything else, because the stress was creating, the stress from all of it, just 2020 stuff, right? So much had changed in my family and business that my autoimmune disorders were popping like crazy, creating some symptoms that were very severe, very, very severe. So I can't stress it enough how important these productivity systems are, and adopting those fully all the way and tweaking and honing them to be even better, which is what I've done, has been everything. It's my health. If I'm not healthy, if I can't do this because the stress because of productivity is putting me up against the wall, I can't do anything anymore. My family's screwed, I'm screwed, my clients are screwed. Productivity systems, sales systems. Jordan Tracy, it's hard for me to call you Jordan Tracy. It's Jordan Stashek for life, I love you. But your sales too, you need systems for sales. You need to know when you're going to be launching an offer, how you're going to be launching an offer. That usually scares people. Like, how do I do it? What does it look like? When do I sell? Is it evergreen? Am I launching several times a year? We talked about that yesterday. What does your launch process look like? How are you going to be pulling money out of your business at will, whenever you want, whenever you feel like it, whenever it's necessary for you? And how do you grow that income so that it's not just consistent months, but it's growing consistent months every month? Because if your business isn't growing, it's dying, right? That's not like an opinion. That's just what business is looking like. So for your sales to do that. So systems, templates, step-by-step procedures for sales, all the things you know about how to talk to people. Oh, you don't know what to say? Here's how you talk to them. Here's exactly what you'll say. And by the way, you've got live coaching too, so you can basically say, am I saying it right? Should I do this? Is this how I want to talk to the person when I get them on the phone, or if we're chatting in DMs, like how do I say it? All that support. So you don't ever have to worry about feeling creepy or weird, or whether you're doing it wrong or whether you're scaring people away. All of it. And then you have systems for scaling your business. Don't you need to know how to effectively scale on a timeline so things don't become overwhelming, so things are growing as they should be in a business, and so that you can make more money impacting more people without spending more hours a week? Don't you want that? Because that's a lot of the reason that people go, I'm good where I'm at, I'm good where I'm at, I don't want to grow, because I can't. If I grow, I can't be available more. I'm done. I've got too many responsibilities at home. This is my happy place. I can't scale because I don't have more time. Wrong. Doesn't it feel good to be wrong about that, though? I mean, we want to be wrong about that. Jess says accountability is vital. It really is. DFW, the Impact Club. Dude, so good. Also, fifth thing we did, monthly masterminds. Who here is familiar with what a real mastermind actually is? What's a real mastermind? I'm not talking about trainings. I'm talking about a mastermind. Drop a question mark if you don't know. Fake it if you think you do. I don't know, whatever. Maybe you do know. I didn't spill a drop. Look at me go. It's Friday. You can't tell me nothing. Okay. Monthly masterminds where all of the brains in the Impact Club come together and you bring your biggest problem. So all of the brains help you solve your biggest problem with the best solutions everybody has. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? So you're not just making progress and keeping on track and growing quickly and with speed building your business. Anytime your biggest issue comes up or your biggest unknown or your biggest block, whatever, you're also getting that solved too by the smartest people in the room. So those monthly masterminds, after we're done masterminding, we break out into small groups so that you can get extra small group coaching. It's like an insane layering of service, support, and accountability all the time. If you show up to those, you can't fail. If you show up to those and you do the things, that's it. That's the key. Like that's the David Waldie talks about secret sauce all the time. That's the secret sauce. Learn what to do, have people helping you do it while you do it. How'd you learn to write? People showing you how to do it, telling you, no, do it this way, helping you, guiding you, giving you templates to draw on until all of a sudden you're writing on your own. That's what it looks like to do it right. That's one of the educational models that actually worked. So yay, traditional education for teaching us how to write. That's what we're doing in the Impact Club. So wherever you're at, you don't get left behind and you get acceleration, speed to create this business. It's happening fast. You're not wasting time, so you're not wasting money. You're not wasting stress. You're not causing problems for other people in your home because you're stressed out and they're stressed out and nobody knows when this thing is going to pop. You actually have a timeline. You know when it's going to happen if you implement the things. Trish says, want one in person with you and your team. That's the mastermind I want to go to, please. Trisha, we're working on it. We can't wait either. We're in the mix. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Okay, so, and then the other thing we've got, guys, is bonus specialty trainings. So, like, we teach you everything you need to know to build the sustainable business that's, yeah, you can make 6 figures by the end of 2021. Yeah, you can. And if anybody tells you you can't without paying for ads, they're smoking dope. And tell them that. Tell them the cool kid said smoking's not cool. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of cool for a lot of people now. I guess it's really legal everywhere. Yeah, so fast. Maria, you grew your business so fast in an industry where other people would argue it's saturated. Oh, it's saturated? Guess what? If anybody tells you your business idea is in a saturated industry, tell them talk to Maria. Maria's in the fitness industry. How many fit pros are there all over the internet right now? 16.18 billion, 0.5? They're everywhere. People can get people can get fitness trainings for free on YouTube and everywhere else in the world. People pay Maria because of who Maria is, because of how Maria talks, because of the way she combines her workouts, because they love her energy, they love her passion, they love the way she trains. Anybody tells you that something's saturated, tell them to go pound salt, middle fingers, don't smoke dope or do or whatever, but like it's not true. It's not true. Saturated markets are like, that's a limiting belief, and that is an excuse and an escape hatch for people all the time. I hate hearing that. There's only a few places that saturation in the market is actually true. And usually it's with products, not services. So, Kristen, yeah, catch the replay later. Good to see you here. Happy Friday, lovely. Yeah, Maria started virtually during COVID when all of the brick and mortars were virtual too. So everybody was now online when Maria started. Okay, good point, Maria. She's like, oh, it was saturated before, and now everybody shifted. And she's like, can I start? She can start. She did it. So, so where are you? You all are the best. Okay, bye, Jess. I'll see you later. So, and then we have this, lastly, we have this banging group of killer entrepreneurs. Brilliant minds in here, all on fire for the business that they're working on and all on fire for other people's businesses too. So we've witnessed our community leverage resources for each other, barter, refer people to other people's programs. We've had people creating accountability groups and accountability partners just to make more progress, just to create more speed for themselves. And it's one of the highest rated components that we have in the Impact Club, rated by our clients, saying, I mean, this community that you built is like a family, and that's coming from them, not us. We feel like it's like a family. It's awesome. Like we invited the right people together. We love it. We love them, but they are saying this is one of the most valuable pieces. Period. Like I never want to leave. For a month before it was done, they were like grieving it, like putting posts up, being like, "This is so sad. I'm already getting anxiety because we're going to be breaking up." But now they don't have to, because we have the Impact Club forever, access forever if they want to. So on top of all of those 6 things that we built to create the most impressive program, the most handheld program, the start to finish, step by step, the everything that you need to build the 6-figure thing and beyond, we've done that. And then we've also put the cherry on top, which is the 100% money back guarantee. Because if you go through the trainings, the digital course trainings, and show up for the support, implement the things, and after 3 months, you're like, I don't see any value in this at all, we give you all of your money back, and we give you a month of free coaching just for wasting your time. That's how much we believe in it. That's how much we know it works. And that's why we know that when you invest in anything, it's almost like who cares what you invest as long as you get what you wanted, as long as you start getting return, if you can make 6 figures in your business, how much would you pay to make the 6 figures? And learn the things you needed to do to make 6 figures all the time and more. Like, thinking about it like that, it's like, well, of course I have to invest something if I don't want to figure this out on my own and piecemeal things together on the internet with freebies and live webinars and whatever. How much time have you wasted? So you're paying for speed, but you're paying for results too. You're paying for something viable and sustainable. So we've done this all together to create systems around a business idea that you have, that you want to do, so that it's viable and it makes the money you want to make, the money you're worth making, in a way that can help you serve people even better. Because I promise you, when you start making the money you deserve for what you deliver, you start showing up double time for your clients. You have like this energy and this focus and this service just overflows because you feel like that exchange is valid. I'm not giving too much away for a lower price. I don't feel stressed and stretched. I feel they're getting what they need. They're paying me properly. So I'm gonna give them even more. You show up and you give them extra. That's how it works. Andrew Castrino, I love you. Are we moving into a compound anytime soon? I feel like I've been waiting on that. Is real estate still working that way? So the accountability is super important because you're gonna be reaching new levels in your business all the time. You're gonna crack into the next unknown every step of the way. We know that's important. So that accountability cannot be undervalued. And then that step by step, asking questions along the way so no one gets lost, critical. So our Impact Club is now open for enrollment, and the only thing that you have to do is click to apply. We have an application so that you just give us your information, let us know where you're at so we can figure out what your goals are and what you actually want. And then we get on a call within 24 hours. You're gonna be on a call and you're gonna be talking to someone from our team, and we're gonna be finding out, like, okay, if this is really what you want, what's the most practical? If we don't think that you're ready for the Impact Club, we're not gonna try to push you into it. We're gonna give you some tools that you can use. So like, hey, you might not be ready, try this. Go do this first. Go use these things first. Or you know what, connect with this person. They can help you with that one thing for sure. So go there. And we're gonna give you advice and direction on that. So, but for those of you who are ready to play and you're like, I want my December 2021 to look a hell of a lot different than it looks right now in June. Let's play. It's Friday. I got a lot of fire in my belly. I'm excited for these people because the conversations we're having is like unlocking people that are actually serious about doing this thing, and they're sick of sitting on the sidelines wondering, worrying, stressing, wasting years even on this idea because they don't know and they think they have to pay for ads. No, you don't. You don't ever have to pay for ads if you don't want to. By the way, it is so exciting to watch these people be like, I'm ready. Because when you say you're ready, watch what happens, man. If you got the support and the implementation in the path, when you're ready, it's game over. And guess what? Business gets to be fun. Gets to be fun, and I don't work 40 hours a week plus, not ever. So suck it, 40 hours, not happening. It's Friday. We're gonna be doing a group training in my private group in 45 minutes, 43, 42 minutes, I don't know. You know I can't math, whatever. Soon, it's coming soon. So I have to bounce for that. If you have any questions, please ask. You can let me know. You can hit me up in direct message, perfectly fine, and we will get you what you need. I'm excited for everybody else who's joining the impact. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Smiling at the screen right now. Why? Because I want to give you a virtual hug. I love you, Andrea. And I know my lighting's a little bit better today, but Andrea, we got some got some lighting stuff to talk about. Okay, I love you guys. I hope you have the best Friday. Don't just have the Friday that you're supposed to have. Have like a better Friday. You know what I mean? So I'll drop the link in the comments. I'll probably put it in the description as well. Get a hold of me if you need anything. I'm so excited for those of you that are going to get started. Trisha, you're welcome. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay, guys, I will see you in the private group if you're showing up for the training at 11. Mwah.